Shri Sai Satcharita, Chapter 16 and 17. Quick Brahma Gyan. These two chapters relate the story of a rich gentleman who wanted Brahma Gyan quickly from Sai Baba. Preliminary. The last chapter described how Mr. Cholkar's vow of small offering was completed and accepted. In that story, Sai Baba showed that he would accept with appreciation any small thing offered with love and devotion. But if the same thing was offered with pride and haughtiness, he would reject it. Being himself full of Satchitanand, pure consciousness, knowledge, and bliss, he did not care much for mere outward formalities. But if an offering was made in a humble spirit, the same was welcome and he accepted it with pleasure and avidity. In fact, there is no person more generous and benevolent than a Sadguru, like Sai Baba. He cannot be compared to the Krish- Chintamani jewel, the Kalpataru, the celestial tree which fulfills our desires, or the Kamadhenu, the celestial cow which yields what we desire. They give us only what we desire, but the Sadguru gives us the most precious thing, that is inconveyable and unscrutable, the reality. Now, let us hear how Sai Baba disposed of a rich man who came to him and implored him to give him Brahma Gyan. There was a rich gentleman. Unfortunately, his name and whereabouts are not mentioned, who was very prosperous in his life. He had amassed a large quantity of wealth, houses, and lands, and had many servants and dependents. When Baba's fame reached his ears, he said to a friend of his that he was not in want of anything, and so he would go to Shirdi and ask Baba to give him Brahma Gyan, which, if he got, would certainly make him more happy. His friend dissuaded him, saying, "It is not easy to know Brahma, and especially so for an avaricious man like you, who is always engrossed in wealth, wife, and children, who will, who will in your quest of Brahma Gyan satisfy you, who does not give away even a paisa in charity." Not minding his friend's advice, the fellow engaged a return journey Tonga and came to Shirdi. He went to the masjid, saw Sai Baba, fell at his feet and said, "Baba, hearing that you show Brahma to all who come to you. I too have come here all the way from my distant place. I am much fatigued by the journey, and if I get Brahma Gyan from you, my troubles will be well paid and rewarded." Baba then replied, "Oh, my dear friend, do not be anxious. I shall show you Brahma. Many people come to me and ask for wealth, health, power, honor, position, cure of diseases, and other temporal matters. Rare is the person who comes to me and asks for Brahma Gyan. There is no dearth of people asking for worldly things, but people interested in spiritual matters are very rare. I think it is a fortunate and auspicious moment when persons like you come and ask me for Brahmagyan. So forthwith I show to you with pleasure Brahma with all its accompaniments and complexities." Saying this, Baba started to show him Brahma. He made him sit there and engaged him in some other talk, and thus made him forget his question for the time being. Then he called a boy and told him to go to one Nandu Marwadi and get from him a loan of rupees 5. The boy left and returned immediately, saying that Nandu was absent and his house was locked. Then Baba asked him to go to Bala Grocer and get from him the said loan. This time also the boy was unsuccessful. The experiment was repeated again twice or thrice with the same result. Sai Baba, as we know, the living and moving Brahma incarnate. Then someone may ask, Why did he want the paltry sum of 5 rupees, and why did he try hard to get it? In reality, he did not want the sum at all. He must have known that Nandu and Bala were absent, and he seemed to have adopted this procedure as a test for the seeker of Brahma. That gentleman had a roll or bundle of currency notes in his pocket, and if he was really earnest, he would not have sat quiet and be a mere onlooker when Baba was frantically trying to get a paltry sum of rupees 5. He knew that Baba would keep his word and repay the debt, and that the sum wanted was insignificant. Still, he could not make up his mind and advance the sum. Such a man wanted from Baba the greatest thing in the world, viz. The Brahma Gyan. Any other man who really loved Baba would have given him rupees 5 at once instead of being a mere onlooker. It was otherwise with this man. He advanced no money, nor did he sit silent, but began to be impatient, as he was in a haste to return, and implored Baba, saying, "O Baba, please give me Brahma Gyan soon." Baba replied, "O my dear friend, did you not understand all the procedure that I went through, sitting in this place for enabling you to see Brahma? It is, in short, this: for seeing Brahma, one has to give 5 things, that is, surrender 5 things, viz. First, 5 pranas, vital forces; second, 5 senses; third, mind; fourth, intellect; and fifth, ego. This path of Brahma Gyan or self realization is as hard as treading on the edge of a razor. Shri Sai